What's good, YouTube? So today we're gonna be reacting to we cannot do another pandemic, bro. Like, why is this happening? Tell me, why is this happening? Why are we having another pandemic, bro? Like, we already struggled with 2020 COVID. Now we're getting another one, I'm hearing? What the fuck? What's going on? What is going on, bro? But yeah, like, why? Like, what caused this pandemic? No, bro. Bro, hopefully we don't have another COVID. Because, bro, 2020 was a depressing ass year. Like, I'm sorry, bro. It was mad depressing. But, hey, let's check out this video, man.
Back to a certain date in 2020, March 13th, 2020. I should add that this mostly applies to people in America.
The worst day ever. This is where it started, right? Bro, if this is where it started, if this is when it started, yo, bro, this was the worst day of my fucking life. Like, bro, alright. Continue.
You woke up that Friday morning like every other Friday of that year. Dragged yourself out of bed to the bathroom to prepare yourself either for school or for work. While in school, your friend looks at you and says,
"Yo, Uzi dropped the turn on take. You gotta listen to that."
You listen to it while in class to see if it is really hard, and indeed it is. This would be Lil Uzi's last good album, but you don't know that. As the day starts to end in school, the principal comes on the PA system and lets everyone know, due to a little virus called COVID-19, school would be closed for 2 weeks. You cheer with your friends, hype that you're basically getting—
That was the best part. Low key, that was the best part. That we could like do online and we didn't have no school. Yo, that was the best part of 2020 though. Cause bro, I do not like school. Like, I hate school. I'm pretty sure everyone does that goes to school. But yo, me personally, I have a strong hatred of school, bro. Like, I don't even think I'm gonna go to college, bro. Seriously. Like, college for me is just extra school. Like, I don't know. Alright, let's continue.
A week break in the middle of the year for free, not knowing what it will turn into. If you worked a job, you either got an email from your employer that the company would be switching to remote work temporarily, or you got an email that you were fired and to get out immediately. This little virus would then turn into one of the worst pandemics to happen in over a century. And after it ended, the world all promised itself that we'd be prepared and this shouldn't happen not only in our century, but many to come.
Health officials around the world are racing to contain a deadly outbreak of hantavirus that's linked to this cruise ship in the Atlantic.
Bro, when I heard about this news, bro, I was like, oh my god, not another COVID. Like, yo, when I saw this all over when I saw this on my For You page on TikTok, bro, I was like, no, bro, not another COVID. Like, oh my god. Hopefully this doesn't happen, though. I know we can do online classes and all that, but still, though. Please don't let this shit happen, bro. Like, I do not want another COVID. Because after 2020, I feel like for me, the world changed. Like, I don't know. 2020 was that depressing, bro. Because of COVID. It ruined like, after COVID, life didn't feel the same no more. Seriously, man.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard of it by now, we're having another bit of a virus issue around the world. Even not including COVID, it seems like every couple of years, there's always a virus panic hitting the whole world. In the 2010s, you had the Ebola pandemic, which happened in Africa, but cases spread all over the world. The most racist swore if they interacted with an African person, they would get it and die next week. I gotta admit though, that Ebola song did kind of go hard. You had the measles outbreak in 2019, where a record amount of people were getting it around the world. In America, New York got hit the most, and there were 1,200 cases across 31 states. Crazy how this didn't matter, because next year's virus would make that outbreak look like a little cakewalk. And now the newest panic we have is this virus called the hantavirus. Here's some info. Hantavirus has been a thing since the 1950s and was fully identified by a doctor in 1978. There's been cases everywhere under the sun since it got identified. It's spread by the worst creatures we know, of course, rodents. And you get it by inhaling their waste in the air or by directly touching it. Don't know why the you'd be directly touching rat. At that point, you just ask for the death sentence. I don't feel bad. And it's only supposed to be from rodent to human until cases started happening from human to human. They called it the Andes version of the virus, and the first case was identified in 1995 of someone getting it from human contact. It happened from rats yourself, so you may be wondering why everyone's panicking about it. Well, we can fully blame this dumbass who decided to make a video talking about a hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship he went on. His name is Jake Rosemarin, and he decided to go on a cruise with a bunch of other people from different countries. Not knowing that a couple had the virus, they brung it on the ship and all hell broke loose. The cruise was not cheap either, like they must have been using today's sponsor Current to save up for this. If you've ever wished payday came sooner, this you right now they're giving $75 code. It'll enter. You go through the full sign-up, probably worth just checking it, and one of the doctors got sick treating someone. So with him, 3 people died on the ship from it, and one of the doctors got sick treating someone. So with him panicking because everyone got told to quarantine until further notice, he made an update.
Yo, before I continue this video, do y'all think this is we're gonna have another pandemic? Cause of the hantavirus, this new virus? Bro, and why every year? Why every year this has to happen? Tell me that. Every goddamn year, it's always cause someone like announcing a virus, like, or like on the news, it always be like, hey, like what's next? Like another, like I know it's gonna be another virus in 2027. Like watch this, watch it be another virus in 2027, bro. Like seriously, why every year this new virus always have to spread? That makes no sense, bro. It's like they're trying to force another virus on us. I just feel like that way, bro. Seriously, man.
To the outside world talking about his experience.
I normally wouldn't make a video like this, but I feel like I need to say something, so I wrote a few things down. I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives.
Low-key, no one would have known about this that much if he didn't make the video, but now that's all anyone's worried about. People aren't over a little world-stopping moment from 5 to 6 years ago and don't want it again. It doesn't even take just this. Everyone was panicking when they announced a new strain of COVID like monkeypox. In a way, the whole world has World War II soldier PTSD on anything happening. Instead of hearing a helicopter and having a heart attack thinking you're in the war field, we hear a new virus drop and have PTSD of Among Us and those TikToks of which room you would sleep in the hardest. And also the lines he had in the videos are what's really pissing people off. Because he said we're not just a story, we're people with families, lives, and friends. Like that isn't everyone in the world. Are y'all the only ones with families and friends? No one even knew about the headlines of story until you made this video, buddy. People's first reaction to hearing the story was saying a couple of things. One being do not dock the Pope because we don't want it to spread even more. Other people said just dock it at one country and don't let them leave until it's solved. There's also people saying fuck it, 150 people versus a potential 8 billion person pandemic with a disease that's a 40% fatality rate, might I add, and can lay dormant in you without you knowing for weeks. In the wise words a man once said,
he's rapping now.
Nuke the whole generation. If it were up to me, I would drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation.
Y'all are about to get so mad at me, and I know I don't post like this.
Wait. Bro, is it just me or like I just feel like Gen X and millenniums complain about a lot about like our generation, like Gen Zs, bro. Like, why do you complain about us? Just like, especially millennials, bro. Like, they always be like they always feel like they think they're all better than us Gen Zers. Just because they were born before us. Like, bro, that doesn't even matter. Like, we can't control when we were born. Like, we can't. Like, really? Like, you have to really have no life if you're a millennium speaking about us Gen Zers. Like, just leave us the fuck alone. Like, you don't have to, like, talk about it. Like, talk about us. It's no point. You're just wasting your own time.
Usually would post on my other page, but, like, truthfully, sink the ship. Sink the ship, okay?
Sink the ship. Sink it. I don't care. I've seen enough. Sink the fucking ship.
I better sink that ship like it's a game of Battleship. F2, hit.
much people said
I'm not
this?
even trying to be insensitive, but we cannot do this right now. We cannot do this right now.
It seems like the general public is taking this well. The PTSD people have over COVID is beyond what people could think. If you said this pre-2020, people would have thought you were crazy and a bad person. But now there's a lot of people saying they genuinely don't care, whatever it takes to stop a potential pandemic. And even though scientists and health organizations are saying it's a low chance to turn into another COVID, didn't y'all say that last time? If there was some horrible scenario where it did somehow turn into a pandemic, this would be way worse. A 40% fatality rate is diabolical. You got a 4 in 10 chance of dying. With COVID, unless if you were really old or really young, you didn't have to worry about it too much and could tank it. This would be a damn near mass extinction event in every country, and there's still no cure. There's also other reasons I wouldn't want it to be a pandemic.
Wait, I don't want to sound like a dumbass, but is there a cure for COVID? Or was there a cure for COVID? I don't know. I low-key don't remember. I don't remember that much about COVID. Like about 2020. I don't really remember that much. But I don't know if there's a is there a cure for COVID? I know you gotta get vaccinated to avoid it, I'm pretty sure. But does it also help from COVID? I don't know.
At least in the US, there will be zero safety precautions set here. People could barely handle the last lockdown and were going insane every day. And obviously, while it sucked for everyone, it was for a reason. This time, people are just gonna keep going outside every day and passing it like no tomorrow. We can guarantee there wouldn't be a lockdown order even if it was needed. We barely got one last time. The president was forced to do it by his team because people were dropping every day. And also, bleach didn't work as a cure.
Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or?
Yeah, lockdown order or not, if I see thousands of dropping a day, my ass is staying inside. And even if there was a vaccine release,
bro, Trump is stupid. Yo, y'all remember? I think it was last year, 2024, when he said, like Tylenol, I think Tylenol, like it will like cause like Down syndrome or something like that. Bro, when he said that, I was like, yo, this guy is generally a dumbass. This is why we don't let 70 and above to be president. Why? Like, at least be 50 or like 30 or 45 or I don't know, 40 in your 40s if you want to be president, bro. Like, can we stop letting 70 like year olds be president, like 80-year-olds? Please, man. Cause I don't think they're fit for president no more. They're old. Why? Like, Trump don't know what he's talking about. He over here getting people deported and all that stuff. Bro, Trump is really a bad person. Like, man.
these people wouldn't trust it and wouldn't take it. They think it's some secret plot to have everyone's blood injected with Satan's and at his will activate your chip and have you walk yourself to the pits of hell. People took one COVID vaccine and were doing the most, acting like their whole life was over and they never recovered. There was people faking that they had permanent violent seizures because of it. It would be kind of funny if there did so happen to be a pandemic and certain people don't trust the vaccine released. Because this ain't like COVID, it's a 40% fatality rate. Your ass is just gonna die. Those 60-year-old MAGA boomers are gonna drop like flies. We also definitely are not getting COVID checks like last time. You're gonna have to thug it out, and if you can't make it and you don't have a job, it was a fun life for you, I guess. It's not like the check would do much though. Right now in this state of the economy and around the world, we have certain problems going in certain parts of the world. Like, people literally would not be able to afford to go through it again. At least pre-COVID, the economy was in decent shape. You can guarantee though, someone's boss is gonna say no to remote work and tell them they have to come in. Something also that would be annoying is having to get used to social interactions again. Everyone was low-key anti-social after the lockdown.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, bro. After 2020 and like 2021, bro, my social skills went down like crazy. Cause in elementary school, bro, I had good enough social skills. I actually talked to people. But bro, after 2020, bro, my social skills went down like crazy, bro. Like, I was like shy to talk to people. I was like shivering and all that. Now I'm probably cool, you know. I still talk to some people I know. But bro, I like in 2021 when we had to go back to school, bro. Oh my god. I was shy as a motherfucker, bro. Seriously.
orders were lifted because we were inside for so long. You had to learn how to communicate again because it just felt weird. Maybe some people did better, but I know for me it was rough. Transitioning from being
yo, little story time. So this one time, right? Like it was I didn't know really like how to talk. I mean, I know how to talk, but I was too scared to talk to people. And then I asked one of my friends that's a like he's kind of like a loud talker, like he talks a lot. And I asked him like, how do you talk to people? That was one of the stupidest thing I ever said. Cause it was that serious. Like after 2020, it fucked me up. Like I couldn't talk to people. I still had friends, I still had friends in like in middle school, but after that, bro, like, oh my god, I even had to tell a friend, like how do you talk to people? That's embarrassing. I don't know, like I regret sending that message till this day, bro. Oh my god. All right, let's continue.
On Discord all day with the homies playing games, not touching a speck of sunlight, to driving places and hanging out in public was a bit of an adjustment. Some people say they still ain't recovered since back then. Yeah, if you still think you're recovering from your antisocialness from COVID, you're probably just antisocial. It would also be horrible for the youth considering how much they got held back from it. Everyone older in Gen Z just barely made it out. Only 30% of Gen Alpha kids can read proficiently currently. Throwing them in another lockdown in their childhood is gonna be a death sentence. They might end up being the most failed generation by society's problems. I got hit by COVID in my junior/senior year, but at least I can say growing up through my core development years, I was good. I couldn't imagine my first time trying to learn the ABCs was through a Zoom class. This time they're gonna have AI too, so all the kids are gonna cheat on their assignments.
Nah, word. Nigga, I'm using AI. Like, if we have another COVID, like, if we have to go on pandemic and do online classes again, bro, I am going to cheat as like a motherfucker. Because, bro, the teacher won't really, like, tell. Like, they won't really be able to tell. So, I'll be cheating like crazy. I'll be using AI and all that, bro. You cannot stop me from using AI, bro. I'm using that all day. Like, seriously, bro. I will not we be able to just do, like, an assignment online like that. I will have to use AI.
Methods people used to have to do in 2020 to cheat were absurd. We became scientists in our own ways. People would pre-record them doing work on Zoom when they were sleeping. This fat guy in my gym class in high school decided to pre-record himself working out and just played it on loop to pass his class. That fat guy totally wasn't me or anything. I didn't do that. People would smear Vaseline on their cameras and tell the teacher the camera was broken so they could cheat. You don't need to do all that. Now that we got ChatGPT, it'll do the work for you. I do remember those Zoom times nostalgically.
I would never be able to do this.
My teacher's classes got rated at least 7 times through the year. I'll end it off with some positive news though.
Oh yeah, like I used to see those videos where like there used to be these guys like trolling on online classes and they used to make it for videos. Like I used to find that entertaining. I mean, I still kind of do like a little bit, but yeah, it used to be funny to me. I don't really watch them no more. I don't know where they're up to now, but yeah, it used to be really funny when I used to watch them.
The reason why health organizations and governments are saying this won't be COVID 2.0 is because they have decades of research on this compared to COVID-19 that was brand new. So the world isn't starting with zero information on it and have to rush and figure out what to do. Also, since it's been contained to this one ship, it isn't jumping from hundreds of people to hundreds of people like before. If you were in the vicinity of someone with COVID, as you know, your fate to get it was guaranteed. I'll never forget the one time I got it. It was from one of my dumbass homies who decided to pull up to the group meet with it without telling any of our friends, and he gave it to literally everyone there. With hantavirus, it's mainly people with romantic partners who get it or being around someone who's sick with it. So if you're lonely and get no play, pat yourself on the back. You may have just prevented yourself from dying. Who knew being a loser would save me and you? COVID also spread way faster than this, so we would see a lot more cases if it.
Bro, I'm telling you, sometimes being single, bro, can be the best thing to ever happen to you. Unless you find the right girl, that could take care of you, like really care about you. But other than that, bro, it's just like when you're single, bro, it's kind of the best thing that can happen to you. Like certain times.
was like it. I remember waking up and checking COVID cases, it would go from 3 to 10 to 200 to 1,000 to 10,000. And technically a mutation could happen to the virus and a new one could pop up. But most studies show when a virus gets mutated, it either stays the same or turns into nothing. At least hopefully that's the case, or humanity's in for one hell of an extinction event. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Everyone stay safe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Nah, this was a good video though. Yo, shout out to Tommy NFG, bro. I usually watch his videos sometimes off stream. Nah, bro. W Tommy NFG. But anyway, YouTube, I'll probably be posting more videos. But I'll see you in the next one. Peace.